Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am doing an update on my drugstore haul that I did a few days ago, and you'll probably hear some noises like always because my baby is sitting here next to me playing with the items that I'm getting ready to talk about. So yeah, and I'm sorry in advance if he gets a little bit fussy in this video because he is trying to cut a tooth on top and he's kind of having a hard day, so just saying. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the brushes that I got first. If you didn't watch my drugstore haul, you can go watch that. If I remember, I will link it down below so that you can watch that and see me haul these items, or you can just see what I think about them. Okay, so the first brush is the Wet n Wild All Over Eyeshadow Brush, and it's a good brush. I used it today. I used all these items today. But it's not like a life-changing brush. But I could live without it. It's not my favorite brush. I have another brush that I use for the same thing, and I like it a little bit better than I like this one. Like I said, it is a good brush, and when the other one is dirty, you know, I would, you know, use this one, but it's not like a have-to-have brush. Moving on, I'll talk about the two Rite Aid brand brushes I got. First, I got this little smudger brush, and I really do like this one for smudging out the bottom lash line. That's what I'm thinking of. Just to put a little bit of eyeshadow on. I used it today because I always like to put a little bit of eyeshadow under there, and this is good for days when I have less of a grungy look, kind of like what I'm doing today, not so smudgy and not so smoky, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So this is a really good brush for that. And then when I want a more like smudged, smokier, grungier looking under eye, I have another one. But for the kind of look I have today, this one's really, really good. The other one I got was the blending brush, and I absolutely love this brush. This brush is amazing. It's still a little bit crooked, but actually I kind of like that because it kind of helps me get right down into the crease. Yeah, I just love this. I love using a gradient effect with my eyeshadow. I'll start off with a really big fluffy blending brush to do like my transition, then I'll go a little bit smaller and get a little bit darker, a little bit smaller and a little bit darker, and this one's like right in the middle. I have one bigger than this and one smaller than this. Actually I have two bigger than this one. So that's kind of what I did today. Like I'll use like 4 different colors kind of in the crease and just kind of really buff and blend and go down a size in brushes each time. So I'm really, really enjoying this one. It's really soft. It like really picks up a good amount of product without like too much, and it's not too rough to where product goes everywhere. Like it's a really good brush. Next, my child's been chewing on this one, so it's wet. But this is the dual eyeshadow brush. I can't even remember what the brand was, so go back and check out my haul video if you want to know the name of this. But this is the one that had the little tiny, I heard something. This is the one that had the little tiny eyeshadow brush on the end, and then the fluffier one. This is the one that's a little bit bigger than that one, and I also love this one. This is usually the one that I go in with my first transition shade. It's normally fluffier than this, but like I said, my child was chewing on it. That's sanitary. So it's all wet and like smushed down right now. But whatever makes him happy. But yeah, this is the one I kind of go in with my first transition shade after I do an all over base, and I've really been liking it. It's really soft. I highly recommend it. This side, this is kind of the side that I shoved down into my holder with the rest of my brushes, like because you can't really hurt it because it's really small. And I have another brush that's the same size that I do like my inner corner and brow bone, and I like it a lot better. It's a an It brush. Is one of my Live Beautifully brushes, and I like it better. It just picks up product better than this one and like puts it on better. This one's almost like too hard and too dense. This one would also be good for smudging out the my child's about to knock over my camera. Here, you can have it. But this one's almost like not fluffy enough for that, if that makes sense. But I mean, it's not bad, but this is just kind of the one that I just kind of, you know, I put it down that way so that this side doesn't get messed up. But still, it's worth it for just this one. Okay, so that's all the brushes. Next, I'll talk about the mascara. This mascara is bomb. Oh my gosh, I love this mascara. I told my mom it's like amazing, and it was just a few dollars. It's by Rimmel. It's the Volume Lash Scandalize, and I absolutely love this. It's what I'm wearing today, and I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to zoom a little. But it's what I'm wearing today, and it's just like the perfect amount of like clumpiness, and I love it. Love the effect it gives. I took a picture of my eye makeup today, and I swear it looked like I was wearing falsies, and I love this mascara. It's cheap, it's amazing. My kid's trying to knock over my camera again. Out of focus. Okay, I think that did another shiny. But yeah, this is amazing. It's got a big fat fluffy fiber brush. I like those kind of brushes, and I like to use mascaras that makes my eyelashes look good enough to where I don't have to wear falsies, because falsies are not my favorite thing. Like, I like the way they look, but sometimes I think they're too overpowering and they kind of cover up your eyeshadow sometimes, and also, it's not my greatest talent. Applying falsies is something I'm not very good at. They usually start coming off, or they start itching, or they're crooked or something. I'm not a big fan, and I feel like they almost pull the lashes that I have out. And I have pretty full, long lashes, and I kind of like just using them because I don't want them to go anywhere. So if I can get a mascara that gives me a good effect without having to use falsies, I'm happy, and this does that. I love this, and I think it was like $6, something like that. It was cheap, but yeah, this is awesome. Love it. Okay, next is the Physicians Formula Translucent Pearl Mineral Glow Powder or something, yada yada yada. I'm not really sure what this is trying to be. I use it as a highlighter. I don't know why it is called translucent, because I think when I hear translucent I think setting powder, but I do like this, and I've been using it, and I'm pretty sure it is pretty shimmery all the way through. Like, at first I thought it was just a spray over, but I've kind of like been using it a pretty good lot. There is a spray over. It's not as shimmery as it looks when you first get it, but it is shimmery throughout. I've rubbed off any spray over that was on it, so this is kind of what you're left with. I did a swatch, and there you go. That's what that looks like. It's not a bad product, but I wouldn't repurchase it. I have it on today, but not by itself. This real intense glow that you see right here is Becca, but I do have some kind of over top of it, but it gives you a very there, you can see it right here. But it gives you a very subtle highlight if you're into that, but it's not like bam in your face highlight. But I do like it. I don't dislike it, but I probably won't repurchase it when this is gone. But I will use this. I like it. Good enough to use. Let's see. Next is the Physicians Formula Super BB Beauty Balm, whatever this is called. I absolutely love this. I got it in the shade Light. This is fantastic. I was afraid that it was going to break me out. I always have that worry whenever I switch foundations, because I have very acne prone, sensitive skin, and a lot of things will break me out. And that's one reason why I wanted to switch to something else, is because what I was wearing was too heavy and it was clogging my pores really bad. So I'm like, I wanted to switch to something lighter and see how that did, and this has been fantastic. I've used it every day. It's the only thing I'm using on my skin. It's what I'm wearing today. I do put a primer under it just because I like to have primers. I have a glowy, luminous primer that I like to use. I have used it without it too, and it's still good. But I love this. It hasn't broke me out. My skin's actually doing a lot better since I've been using this, since I quit using the other foundation that I had. It does have SPF 30. I haven't tried it with a flash to know if there's any flashback. I'm going to take a picture and see. So, yeah, I'll take a picture and insert it here and see if there's any flashback, so you can decide. But yeah, I just really like it. The color's really good. There is only like 3 shades, light, medium, and dark, if I'm not mistaken. But I got the lightest one, and it matches, I mean, you can see it matches me really good. There's no like harsh lines or anything. It kind of just, it's like your skin but better. It doesn't really have like a cakey, it doesn't really look like you're wearing makeup. It just kind of evens out your skin tone, and I really like it. But if you want something that's full coverage, it's not going to be a really good choice for you. But I just kind of wanted something that wasn't as heavy and as full coverage as what I was wearing. And I don't know, I just really like it. It's awesome. So I'm going to keep repurchasing this. And last but not least is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. And oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. And my mom, she's been using it for years, and she's always told me how good it was, and I just never bought it. I've never been a big concealer person. I don't really know why, because I have like the darkest circles on earth. But I don't know, I just never... anytime I would use a concealer, it would really emphasize the lines under my eyes, because I do have like crinkly, puffy under eyes. It runs in my family, puffy under eyes. So it seemed like anytime I would use a concealer, it would emphasize that. And I would rather have dark circles than emphasized wrinkles and puffs under my eyes. But this really doesn't. It blends really well. It doesn't sink into my fine lines. It doesn't make me look puffier. It just makes all that really smooth. Here, I'll zoom in so that you can see. And as you can see, I have all this that's puffy, and you can still see the lines. But it's not as noticeable as it is with other concealers that I've tried. And I also have these lines here. So I have these on my forehead and these under my eyes. So I usually try to not use anything that's going to really cake that area up and make it more. But yeah, here's a close-up on my skin too, so that you can kind of see how the BB cream looks on me. You can see I have some redness on my chin, and I rub at my chin a lot, so that's kind of why that's uncovered. But overall, I really do like the coverage that gives. It's nothing too heavy. It just kind of, you can see my skin through the foundation. So, you know, I'm okay with that, because I would rather be able to see my skin a little bit and see the imperfections that I have, rather than look like cake face, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that was everything that I got at the drugstore. Overall, my baby's talking. You want to say something? He's talking to the cat. He loves my cat. But overall, I'm really happy with everything I got. I think that it was a great trip to the drugstore. I was very satisfied, especially with the, well, really everything. But if I had to pick just like one thing, it would probably be the concealer, because I feel like I could find another mascara that I like just as good if I looked hard enough. And then a BB cream. I'm sure there's a lot of BB creams that I would like. This is just the first one I've ever tried. But the concealer is amazing, because I've never had a concealer that I've really liked. So this would probably be the star of the show if I had to pick. And if there was one thing that I say I could do without, it would either be this brush, Wet n Wild brush, or the translucent pearl, whatever this is. My baby's being hateful. What's it being so hateful for? Say I'm cutting teeth. Say I'm cutting them. Say I've already got 2. My third one's trying to come through. Goodness. Goodness. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. No. He's just not having it today. But yeah, so that's everything. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you have any of these products and they work for you or don't work for you, just comment down below. Let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.